It was my birthday. Not that anyone remembered. No cake, no text, no half-hearted happy birthday over stale cereal. Just another shift at the warehouse, stacking boxes while everyone else celebrated lives they actually valued. I clocked in, wiped sweat off my face, and tried to pretend the day didn't matter. But halfway through my shift, my phone buzzed. It was my dad. For a second, I actually felt hope. Maybe he remembered. Maybe he cared. Instead, the message read, "We sold your car. Family comes first. Be grateful we let you live here." I stared at the screen in disbelief. My car, bought with my own savings, the result of every overtime hour, every missed party, every back-breaking weekend shift, gone, sold, without asking, without warning. And the reason? Family comes first. The words dug into me like glass. What he really meant was, your sacrifice is our entitlement. Before I could even respond, another text came in. "Oh, and your brother's starting college. You'll cover his first semester, $5,200 due this week." No question, no discussion, just an order, as if my bank account existed to finance his dreams, while mine were left to rot in the basement room I was barely allowed to sleep in. My chest tightened, not from anger, at least not yet, from the sheer disbelief. I'd spent years being the responsible one, the one who worked, the one who kept his head down, and this was the reward? I replied simply, "Not happening." Within seconds, his reply came back. "Then pack your shit. You're dead to me." That was it. No hesitation, no remorse, no recognition that it was my birthday, that I was his son. Just a transaction denied, and now I was disposable, replaceable, erased. I left work early, clocked out without a word, drove home, or what was left of it. The driveway where my car used to sit was empty. I walked inside. My room had been raided, closet open, drawers rummaged through. It wasn't just about the money. This was a message, you don't belong here anymore. But they had no idea who they were dealing with. I packed my things silently. No tears, no goodbyes, just quiet fury. But before I zipped my final bag, I opened a drawer under my bed, the one no one ever thought to check. Inside was the one thing I'd kept hidden for months, a black folder. Inside it, a thick stack of printed documents, bank transfers, tax forms, photos, screenshots, copies of every shady financial move my father had made using my name, my SSN, my credit. Things I discovered one by one but never confronted him about. Until now, I left the folder on the dining table. Taped to it was a note that simply read, "If I'm dead to you, then you won't mind this going public." Then I walked out, quietly. No slamming doors, no threats, just the sound of a man who was finally done being used. I spent the night at a motel, cheap, dusty, but peaceful. And for the first time in years, I slept. No guilt, no pressure, no shame, just freedom. I blocked every number, shut off the noise, started planning. Apartment listings, job transfers, everything. I had no idea what tomorrow would look like, but I knew one thing, I'd never live on my knees again. At 7 a.m., my phone buzzed. A new number, unknown. I ignored it. Then another. Voicemail notifications poured in. Then, the texts. "What did you do? Call me back now. Please just talk to us." Turns out, they found the folder. My aunt, who always played innocent, was sobbing in the background of a voicemail. My uncle, who always backed my dad no matter what, was screaming. Threats. Panic. My dad, he was on the porch, begging the neighbors for help. Apparently he thought I'd already leaked everything, that I'd gone nuclear. I hadn't. Yet. The documents detailed everything. My father opening credit cards in my name, cash advances from my accounts without my knowledge, transferring funds from a joint account that I never agreed to, all backed by signatures he forged, and accounts I was too young to question when they were made. Legal exposure? Massive. Jail time? Possible. Reputation? Crushed. I didn't need to send them to a lawyer. I just needed them to know I could. And suddenly, the man who told me I was dead to him was alive with fear, begging, bargaining, offering to buy my car back, saying he was just trying to keep the family together. Funny, how fast family matters when the tables turn. I didn't respond, not out of spite, but because I had nothing left to say. I had spent my whole life trying to earn love from people who only saw me as leverage. A workhorse, a wallet, a scapegoat, not a son, not a person, and I was finally done trying. Days passed, the noise died down. Eventually, I got a final text. "We're sorry, come home." I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it was insulting. Home? That place was never home. It was a cage, and the people in it, they were the guards who smiled while tightening the chains. I moved into a shared apartment 2 towns over, got a new job, built a quiet life. I never needed a mansion or a luxury car. I just needed peace. And now I had it. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine. Mine because I earned it, not because I was born into it. To this day, they don't know if I ever filed the documents. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm waiting. Maybe I'm watching. But that's not the point. The point is, they know what I'm capable of now. And more importantly, so do I. I still work on my birthdays. Not because I have to, but because I want to. Because every shift, every hour, every drop of sweat reminds me that I'm building something no one can take away. Because dignity isn't something you're given, it's something you claim. And if you've ever been used by your own family, hear this. You are not selfish for walking away. You are not ungrateful for setting boundaries. You are not weak for being the first to say, enough. I didn't leave that night to get revenge. I left to get free. And what I left behind, that wasn't just evidence, it was a warning, a mirror, a truth bomb. And today, while they scream and panic and pretend to change, I'm somewhere quiet, at peace, writing my own story without them.